The snowstorm hit faster than anyone predicted. Marcus had driven up to the mountain lodge that Friday afternoon to pick up his daughter Emma from her school retreat when the first flakes began to fall. He was 42, a carpenter, with weathered hands and a gentle smile that crinkled the corners of his eyes. 5 years of single parenting had taught him patience and the value of showing up even when life felt heavy. The lodge manager told him the buses had left early due to the weather warning. Marcus stood there in the empty lobby feeling that familiar tightness in his chest of one that came whenever plans involving Emma went sideways. That's when he heard the voice behind him. "Excuse me, do you know if there's any way down the mountain?" He turned to see a woman in her early 40s with dark hair and eyes that looked tired in a way he recognized. She wore an elegant red dress completely inappropriate for a snowstorm and held her phone up, searching uselessly for a signal. "I'm Victoria," she said. "I was here for a corporate event, and my driver left without me." Marcus introduced himself, and they both looked out the window where the snow was now falling so thick they could barely see 10 feet ahead. The lodge manager, an older man named Frank, shook his head. "Roads are closed," he said. "Won't be cleared until morning at the earliest. You two are welcome to stay, but I should tell you we only have one cabin left. The main lodge lost power an hour ago. That cabin has a fireplace and wood. It's your best option." Victoria's professional composure cracked slightly. "One cabin." Frank nodded. "It's got 2 rooms separated by the main living area. You'll have privacy." Marcus looked at Victoria. "I'm not comfortable leaving you here alone in a powerless building. If you're okay with it, we can share the space. I promise I'm harmless. Just a dad trying to get home." Something in his tone must have reassured her, because she nodded. They made their way through the blinding snow to a small cabin nestled among the pines. Inside it was freezing but blessedly dry. Marcus immediately set about building a fire, while Victoria explored the space. "There's blankets," she called out, "and one of the rooms has a bed. The other just has a couch." "You take the bed," Marcus said as flames began to catch. "I've slept in worse places." As the fire grew, the cabin slowly warmed. They sat on opposite ends of the couch, at first maintaining a respectful distance. "So what does a CEO do at a mountain lodge?" Marcus asked gently. Victoria smiled faintly. "Pretends to enjoy team-building exercises mostly. Today we did trust falls and ropes courses. All I wanted was to get back to the office. What about you? What does a carpenter do besides rescue stranded executives?" Marcus laughed softly. "I build things, fix things. Mostly I try to be there for my daughter. She's 14 and thinks I'm overprotective." The hours passed. They talked about their lives. Victoria shared how she climbed the corporate ladder, sacrificing relationships and peace for success. Now she was lonely in a corner office, wondering if it had been worth it. Marcus told her about his late wife, how cancer had taken her when Emma was 9. How some mornings he still woke up reaching for someone who wasn't there. "I think we spend so much time chasing what we think we're supposed to want," Victoria said quietly, "that we forget to ask what would actually make us happy." The fire crackled between them. Around midnight, the temperature dropped sharply. Even with the fire burning, the cabin grew cold. Marcus added more wood, but the chill seeped through the walls. Victoria was shivering despite being wrapped in a blanket. "You should try to sleep," he said. "Take the blankets from my room, too." She disappeared for a while, but returned 20 minutes later, still trembling. "Marcus, I know this is awkward, but that room is freezing. The heating vent is broken. I can't stop shaking." He looked at her, seeing not a powerful CO, but simply another person in need. "The couch is closer to the fire," he said. "We can both stay out here. I'll take the floor." She shook her head. "That's ridiculous. We're both adults. Can I?" She hesitated. "Can I slip under your blanket? We'll stay warmer together." Marcus felt his heart skip, but he saw the practical sense in it. They arranged themselves carefully on the couch, maintaining a respectful distance, even while sharing the blankets. But the cold was relentless, and gradually they shifted closer. Victoria's back against his chest, his arm draped protectively around her. "I haven't felt this safe in years," she whispered. Marcus didn't respond with words. He simply held her a little closer. In that moment, they weren't a CEO and a carpenter. They were two people who'd been carrying their burdens alone, finding unexpected comfort in the storm. The snow fell softly outside. The fire burned low. And two hearts that had forgotten what warmth felt like began very quietly to thaw. When morning came, the roads were clear. They exchanged numbers, promising to stay in touch. 3 months later, Marcus was building custom shelves in Victoria's home, while Emma and Victoria laughed over dinner plans in the kitchen. Sometimes the storms that trap us are exactly what we need to find our way home. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment telling me about a time when an unexpected moment changed your life. I love hearing your stories.